Hey Bears fans, the excitement is building as the Chicago Bears officially unveil their initial training camp schedule, setting the stage for what could be a pivotal summer. For everyone eagerly waiting to see Ben Johnson in action as the new head coach, the wait is almost over. The Bears have laid out clear dates for the rookies and veterans to report, giving fans a solid timeline to mark on their calendars. The rookies will hit the field on the 19th of July, with the veterans joining the squad just a few days later on the 22nd. This staggered arrival allows Johnson to focus closely on the young talent before the entire roster comes together, but it doesn't stop there. The Bears are also preparing for some exciting joint practices that will test the team in unique ways. On the 8th of August, they'll face off in training sessions with the Miami Dolphins, offering an opportunity to gauge the squad's progress against formidable competition. Then a week later, on the 15th, the Buffalo Bills will arrive at Hollis Hall, promising even more intense workouts and valuable experience for the players. This stretch of joint practices isn't just about getting reps, it's about building chemistry, exposing players to different styles, and putting the team through the kind of challenges they'll face during the regular season. For Ben Johnson, the off-season programs like OTA letters and minicamps have already offered a glimpse at the Bears' young core and their potential. But the full training camp is where the real evaluation begins. It's where Johnson will get to see how the pieces fit together on the field, how the rookies handle the step up in competition, and which veterans are ready to take on leadership roles. There's a lot at stake because this camp could shape the roster in significant ways. Before the opening week of the season, Johnson needs to assess not just individual talent, but how the team performs as a cohesive unit, identifying gaps and deciding if new additions are necessary. At the heart of all this preparation lies the biggest storyline. The Bears will follow closely the quarterback situation. Caleb Williams, the first overall pick, is the centerpiece of Johnson's vision for the team's future. If the Bears want to return to contention, a huge part of that will depend on how well Williams adapts to Johnson's system and whether he can unlock the potential that made him such a prized prospect. Training camp will be crucial for Williams, who must not only adjust to a new playbook, but also build chemistry with his teammates and earn the trust of the coaching staff. How he handles the pressure, learns from the veteran players, and executes on the field will be the narrative that carries through the entire season. Offensively, the Bears have some key battles to watch, especially along the offensive line. The left tackle spot is wide open, with Braxton Jones, Kieran Amagagi, and Ozzie Trapilo all competing fiercely for the starting role. This position is critical to protecting Caleb Williams and setting the tone for the offense, so whoever emerges from training camp here will have a huge responsibility. Meanwhile, the running back room has a clearer picture. D'Andre Swift appears to be the established lead back, but there's strong competition behind him from Roshan Johnson and Kyle Monange, who are both pushing hard for their opportunities. Johnson also has an eye on rookies like Colston Loveland and Luther Burden, hoping to see them bounce back and contribute after dealing with injuries earlier in the offseason. Defensively, the Bears have their own puzzles to solve. One of the most important tasks is finding the team's third linebacker. Rookie Ruben Hippolyta has positioned himself as the frontrunner, but as a fourth-round pick, he comes with questions and a need to prove himself. The pass rush is another area that requires attention. Players like Dominique Robinson and Austin Booker are fighting for chances to make an impact, and the defensive line rotation as a whole must be sorted out to ensure the Bears can generate pressure and contain offenses effectively. At cornerback, Tyreek Stevenson will be closely watched as he works to solidify his spot and show he can handle the challenges of the position. The Bears enter this training camp coming off a disappointing 5-12 season, so the task ahead is daunting. Ben Johnson understands the mountain he faces to restore the team to NFC North prominence, but this camp marks a critical phase in that journey. As the players report on July 22nd and the full roster assembles, all eyes will be on how the Bears perform on the practice fields. This will be the first real test of the offseason's work, and a chance for Johnson to determine what this team can truly offer for the upcoming season. Every drill, every play, and every snap will carry weight as the Bears strive to build momentum and confidence heading into 2025. This upcoming training camp won't just be about physical preparation. It's about establishing identity and setting expectations. It's the moment where the coaching staff can imprint their philosophy on the team, and where players must demonstrate their commitment to the collective goal. For a franchise that has been searching for a spark, this camp is an opportunity to ignite a new chapter, one fueled by youth, determination, and strategic adjustments. The schedule is set, the stage is ready, and the Chicago Bears are preparing to make some noise. as they aim to climb back up the NFC North ladder as the Bears gear up for training camp. One of the key factors shaping the team's future will be how quickly the newcomers adapt to the pro level. Rookie players often face a steep learning curve when transitioning from college football to the NFL, and this camp will be no different. It will be the first time many of them experience the full intensity and physicality of an NFL practice. Coaches will be watching closely to see who can absorb the playbook quickly, who can keep up physically, and who shows the mental toughness required to thrive in the league. For the Bears, this isn't just about individual performance. It's about building depth and creating competition that pushes every player to elevate their game. The energy and effort these rookies bring could ultimately determine how the Bears shape their roster and where they focus their attention moving forward. The quarterback Caleb Williams will face particular scrutiny, as the team's highest draft pick and presumed franchise leader. Expectations are sky high. Williams is not only tasked with learning a new offense, but also with becoming the face of the franchise, a player who can lead the Bears back to winning ways. His ability to process the game, make quick decisions under pressure, and deliver accurate throws will be under the microscope every day in camp. But beyond the physical skills, the leadership qualities he shows will be just as important. How he interacts with teammates, commands the huddle, and responds to adversity during practices will speak volumes about his potential to be the long-term answer at quarterback. In the offensive backfield, the Bears have a promising mix of youth and experience. D'Andre Swift remains the clear leader among the running backs, but the competition behind him adds a layer of excitement. Roshan Johnson and Kyle Monange both have unique skill sets, and their fight for meaningful playing time will create a dynamic environment. Swift's ability to stay healthy and productive will be critical, but having hungry young backs pushing him can only raise the overall level of the offense. Meanwhile, the health and development of rookies like Colston Loveland and Luther Burden are vital. Both were highly regarded coming out of college, but injuries limited their availability earlier in the offseason. This training camp offers them a chance to show they can be reliable weapons and give the Bears more options. When it comes to offensive playmakers, the offensive line will be one of the most closely watched units throughout training camp. The left tackle position is especially crucial, given how important protecting the quarterback's blind side is to the success of the offense. Braxton Jones, Kieran Amagaji, and Ozzie Trapilo have been competing all offseason, and now it's time to see who can take that next step and claim the starting job. This position requires a blend of size, strength, agility, and intelligence, and whoever wins the job will need to be consistent and resilient. The battle at left tackle is a microcosm of the Bears' larger offensive challenges, finding stability and cohesion up front so the skilled players can thrive. The entire offensive line will be evaluated on communication technique and how well they work as a unit, because none of the skill position players can succeed without solid protection and run blocking. On the defensive side, the Bears have multiple questions to answer, starting with the linebacker cores. The third linebacker spot is wide open, with rookie Ruben Hippolyte leading the pack. Despite being a fourth-round pick, Hippolyte has shown flashes of potential and will be eager to prove that he deserves a role. The linebacker position demands a combination of speed, tackling ability, and football IQ, and the coaches will be paying close attention to who can consistently deliver in all these areas. Finding a dependable third linebacker will help solidify the defense and allow for more versatile schemes that can adapt to different opponents. Pass rush is another focal point for the Bears' defense this year. The ability to pressure the quarterback can change the complexion of any game, and the Bears need more production in this area. Players like Dominique Robinson and Austin Booker are fighting for opportunities, and training camp will give them a chance to show they can make an impact. Generating pressure isn't just about raw speed or strength. It requires technique, timing, and relentless effort, all of which will be evaluated during these practices. The defensive line rotation also needs to be ironed out, as depth here will be essential to keep players fresh throughout the grueling season. Coaches will be looking at how the front seven works together and how individual players fit into the overall defensive game plan. At cornerback, Tyreek Stevenson will face a critical evaluation period. The cornerback position is notoriously challenging because it demands exceptional athleticism, quick reflexes, and the ability to read the offense in real time. Stevenson will be under a microscope to demonstrate that he can handle the responsibilities of covering some of the league's top receivers. His performance in training camp will be closely linked to the defense's overall success, as tight coverage and limiting big plays are essential components of winning football. The Bears' season last year was difficult, finishing with 5 Wins and 12 losses, a record that left the fanbase hungry for change and progress. Ben Johnson has a huge task ahead in turning the team around, but his first full training camp as head coach represents an important step toward that goal. The camp is where theories and strategies get tested on the field, where players prove their worth beyond the highlights, and where the culture of a team begins to take shape. The way the Bears approach this camp will send a clear message about their ambitions and their readiness to compete in the NFC North. This camp won't just be about individual stars, it's about creating cohesion and a sense of unity. Football is the ultimate team sport, and success comes from every player understanding their role and executing it with precision. From the veterans to the rookies, every member of the Bears roster will be challenged to push harder and improve, knowing that their collective effort will determine the outcome of the season. For fans, these weeks of training camp will be a roller coaster of emotions, hope, and anticipation as they watch the team take shape and prepare for what lies ahead. Every practice, every play call, and every adjustment made during camp will ripple through the season. Ben Johnson's leadership and ability to inspire the team will be tested, and the players' resilience and work ethic will come into sharp focus. The Bears are at a crossroads, and this training camp marks the moment when potential starts to turn into performance. The hard work put in now will set the tone for the entire year and could be the foundation for a resurgence that Bears fans have been longing to see. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Chicago Bears. And don't be shy, drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. A whisper has begun to circulate around the halls of Hollis and beyond, suggesting that running back DeAndre Swift's tenure with the Chicago Bears might be drawing to a close. While no official statement has been made, sources close to the situation are hinting at a growing sentiment from Swift himself that his time here is over. This burgeoning rumor comes as a surprise to some, given the potential role Swift could play in the Bears' evolving offensive scheme. However, if the murmurs are to be believed, it appears Swift is already looking towards his next chapter. The exact reasons behind this alleged desire to move on remain unclear, but speculation is rife. Is it a matter of playing time, a potential disagreement over future strategy, or simply a feeling that his talents might be better utilized elsewhere? Should this possibility materialize, it would undoubtedly send ripples through the NFL's free agency market. Swift, known for his versatility as both a runner and a pass catcher, would instantly become a highly sought-after commodity for teams looking to bolster their backfield. His dynamic playmaking ability could be a significant asset to a contender or a rebuilding team looking for a veteran presence. For the Bears, such a departure would necessitate a reevaluation of their running back depth chart. While they have other promising options, losing a player of Swift's caliber would certainly open up questions about their ground game heading into the next season. As always with these kinds of stories, it's crucial to emphasize the speculative nature of the information. Until an official announcement is made, DeAndre Swift remains a Chicago Bear. Yet the persistent whispers suggest that a change could be on the horizon, leaving many to wonder where Swift might land next and what impact his potential move could have on both the Bears and the wider league. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Chicago Bears, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.